MapleSEA celebrated its 20th birthday this year, and of course, I had to make a special trip down to the celebrations held in Singapore. This year's offline event was held in Suntec City on the weekend of the 15th to the 17th of August. Each day featured a different slate of activities, so I decided to go on the first and the last day, just to make sure I got to witness the entire range of events. In the event space, you are greeted by the main information area and a registration, redemption and sales booth. There were also 4 game booths themed around skills and traits of the bowman, warrior, pirate and magician, and even a gachapon for participants to try their luck with tickets won from the games. There was also a Kerning City activity area where you could participate in the colouring game. The first thing I did was to redeem my premium RSVP package, which cost 60 Singapore dollars. The package came with some in-game items like medals, festival chairs, cosmetics, and a bunch of VIP sauna passes. What I was really going for though was the tote bag, coaster, sticker pack, and the adorable pink bean cap. I also queued up at the sales booth to get a bunch of merchandise, including the Yeti and pink bean themed tote bags and crossbody bag, some keychains, and of course 2 blind boxes, which I'm going to show you guys right now. For the first box, I got a Yeti, and the second box, as you'll see, I got the Rock Spirit, which I was slightly disappointed by only because I was really hoping for the pink bean. For those of you who are curious, I ended up spending a total of 151 Singapore dollars on these purchases. I then went on to try out the games, and my favourite was definitely the Warrior one, which was essentially the typical high striker game that you usually see at carnivals. Ladies needed a minimum score of 400 to qualify for the highest tier reward. Thankfully, I was able to hit the threshold, or that would have been really embarrassing. The Magician game gave the best deal, only requiring you to tap the lit up buttons at least 30 times in half a minute to get the higher tier rewards of 3 tickets. I was horrible at the Archer game and shot down a total of 0 monsters, and I didn't even try the Pirate game because I was afraid to do something stupid and end up injuring myself. But here's some clips of other people absolutely demolishing the station. Anyway, with the tickets that I won from the games, I tried out the gachapon a couple of times, and I chose the game with the physical reward pool and ended up winning myself a bunch of rewards, including a Rock Spirit tissue box cover, some mouse pads, a notebook, and a bunch of A4 folders, which I ended up racking up 5 of by the end of the event. There were a couple of missions that you could do to win more rewards. These missions ranged from taking pictures with the mascot to literally logging into your MapleSEA account on the spot. And after completing these secret missions, I won myself some stickers, a file, and a paper bag. There were some daily attendance missions as well, where you could win some in-game rewards. I wanted to share a little about the activities lined up during the 3 days. They had stage games and a mascot appearance every other hour on the first 2 days, but the third day was a little different. So after the first stage game and mascot appearance in the morning, they had a live performance, VIP session, cake cutting, and a mini orchestra session. Of course, ending off with a grand lucky draw on the last day. The live performance was essentially a mini concert by local singer Qiao Han, who performed various MapleStory tunes, including the 20th anniversary theme song for MapleSEA. Despite usually listening to the instrumentals of Maple BGMs, I found myself really enjoying her performance and how she engaged with the audience. For the VIP session, they invited Lee Sang-hyun, the MapleStory Overseas Director, to deliver a presentation of upcoming events and future plans for MapleSEA. He announced some pretty massive news, including a Kana rework, which essentially personified all of Kana's summons. I'm not really sure why they did that, but I'm sure this will make some players very happy. At the end of the session, they even dropped a code for players to redeem some awesome rewards, including 10 Soul Erdas and 2000 Soul Erda fragments. So for you existing or returning players, definitely remember to use this code and redeem all of these awesome items. The highlight of the day was definitely the orchestra session, where the band JDN Party Quest played a couple of old and new MapleStory soundtracks. It was definitely nostalgic and they really put on an incredible performance. They even played my favourite soundtrack, which is Raindrop Flower from Arif. The event drew to a close with the Grand Lucky Draw, which I participated in but unfortunately did not win. They had some pretty awesome prizes like plushies and in-game rewards like the BOD ring. I have to say that I had a lot of fun taking pictures with the mascots and standees, as well as playing the games and catching up with my friends. I really commend MapleSEA for pulling together such a large-scale event catering to the old and new players, and I really enjoyed that they stuck to the theme of Victoria Voyage by theming all of the games around the 5 main classes and towns in Victoria Island. It was super nostalgic for sure, and I'm sure other players also felt the same. The performers and the MC did a great job too. I just wanted to wish MapleSEA a happy 20th birthday and a huge thank you for being such an integral part of my childhood. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you very soon in the next one.